Hello, Eagle Nation.
Welcome to our first episode of Season 8 of WEPS The Beak. I'm Zoe Victor.
And I'm Wyatt Paul.
Today we're excited to let you know what's been going on in the halls of EPS.
On Thursday, September 19th, EPS students were treated to an assembly featuring Mike Donahue.
Donahue is the founder and director of Value-Up, a Nebraska-based motivational company focused on creating positive school culture.
According to Donahue, he has a specific mission in mind when he visits schools.
If every kid in the school, I really believe this, if every kid in the school knows their true value, you wouldn't have any threats. Because kids would know their value. They're not trying to, one-up each other. They're not trying to hurt anybody because they feel comfortable with who they are.
Guidance counselor Sonia Richer was instrumental in scheduling Donahue's visit to Elgin.
A lot of it was just securing him and figuring out dates and times and coordinating all those types of things. But also then we had extra money to spend, and we got books for kids and books for parents. And then on the day of, he came, and it went really good. And I was sad to see him go, but a lot of steps, but a lot of benefit from it, I think.
Richard was familiar with Donahue's message and felt it would be a positive message for our students.
He's been in the area. I know he was well received at Summerland, and I have some connections with some of the teachers and some of the kids at Summerland, and he'd been there a couple years ago. And then this money became available, and we thought, what the heck? And Mr. Wemhoff had actually heard good things about him as well. So yeah, just him being in the area is a really good commercial for himself.
Richard felt audience members were able to take away some important concepts.
The biggest piece is that everyone has value and that it's an intrinsic value that you need to seek. And so I was hoping kids would get that message that they all have value.
Donahue shared his program with EPS staff members on Wednesday afternoon.
Many found value in his messages as well.
I believe his message to the teachers, parents, and students is that everybody matters and everybody's input matters, and it doesn't matter what other people think of them, it's what they think of themselves. And if they feel that they have worth, then they act like they have worth.
I think the most important message I got from the Mike Donahue program was that he said that people need to value themselves, right? And when you value yourself, you project that value outwards, and that in turn makes people value you the same way.
I think the most important message is he told all students to be themselves, to be kind people, to stand up for what they believe, not necessarily follow the crowd, and don't let your phones control your lives.
Donahue visited with all the EPS students K through 12 in different sessions throughout the day, including a portion focusing on leadership.
Students seemed to connect with many of his ideas.
Everyone has a different story and they're always going through something, so be kind.
That everybody has value and not to give up on yourself.
I learned that just because people in my life want to move to the bottom shelf doesn't mean I have to. It's my decision, and I'm going to decide to do right and stay on the top shelf.
I learned how important it is for someone's value of themselves.
I learned that you shouldn't make fun of anyone or judge anyone based on how they act or look, because you don't know what's going on in their life.
Everyone's life is valued. That everybody has a story and it's valuable to them. I think the most important message from the assembly is that there's no reason to have tension between people, and everybody in their lives say the wrong things at times, but definitely make sure you tell them and say you're sorry, because it's always nice to be kind because you never know what they're going through. That everybody's stories are valuable and everybody's lives matter.
I think the most important message about the speech was that everyone has their own value and a different story, and each of their story is very valued.
I think the most important part about the assembly was when he talked about how you just need to chase your dreams and not get caught up in the bad things.
To never give up on yourself no matter how hard it is.
I learned that you can't value yourself on other people, and you have to see yourself as a 10, because if you see yourself as a lower number, they're going to just use you and take advantage of you because they see you as that lower number.
To not be prejudiced to other people.
To know yourself and believe in yourself.
Thank you to everyone who took the time to help us with our story.
And thank you for joining us today.
Be sure to check out our newsletter, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us on Instagram.
At WEPS The Peak.
On air,
In print.
in the know.